Hello everybody. Welcome. Last episode for the Wild Coast. Why the last episode? Well, like everything, it's just time to move on. So, this sign is just a perfect example. It started off as a Christmas tree, and it was a nice, pretty Christmas tree. And then that got wrecked, and it became a New Year's sign with fireworks, and it was a nice New Year's sign, and now that's gone. And now it's a Valentine's Day sign. And had this realm continued, that Valentine's Day sign would get torn down, and the next decoration would be added for the next season. And that's the nature of things. Everything is temporal. All this basically gaming and artwork, it's all temporary. And with that, it's time to let go. It's been a lot of fun, and all the members have contributed significantly. Number one, of course, was Chuck Ross, but that's because he was with me the longest. And this here is Robb Frost and his mighty pie factory. But yeah, it's time to go. So rather than dwell upon what's been done and what we like and what we didn't like, we're just chalking it all up to one big learning experience and moving on. So there's tons of episodes detailing each build and what was added and what was done. And of course, invite you all to check out that archive and just look through the different titles and see if anything catches your mind that you'd like to take a closer look at. I'm quite happy with the town, but ultimately the other members of the realm, every one of them's a Java player. And that's just the nature of Minecraft. It's heavily a high percentage of Java YouTubers. Myself, I specifically made this to be Bedrock because there's more Bedrock players out there, and I want to reach a wider audience. But as this realm has grown, it's filled up with Java people. There's 6 Java people and myself, the Bedrock guy. So rather than make everybody convert to being Bedrock like me, I'm just going to let all this go and convert to Java to accommodate them. It's been fun. Made some mistakes and then did some other things that I will definitely replicate and continue in the future. But without further ado, it's time to say goodbye to the Bedrock world and just get started on Java. I'm not giving you a base tour. No, sorry. I've got too much to do. And with that, I'm out of here. I gotta go to the Java room. And so, here we are on the Java Coast. Goodbye, Wild Coast. Hello, Java Coast. We're not geniuses, but the names make sense. So, now that we're in the Java world, it's time to get to work. Here we are at spawn. Now, due to editing difficulties, it took me a week just to get my settings all set up that I could actually make Java work. So, thanks to my technical support at home, it's now working. Here we are at spawn, 0-0. And when we came in, we just right away, we needed food and a place to sleep. So that's why there's this farm in an open field doing nothing. Now what happened in the last world was I built a whole lot of stuff way too fast, and the other players, calling it for what it is, they felt a little bit overshadowed and that they were playing catch up. So now the great thing about this realm is that we're all starting at a neutral 0, and people have gone off and found areas that they like to make their own starting bases. And a prime example is Mr. Caden here. he's the closest one to spawn, so I'll just quickly show you that. He's already started his build. He's got a pathway over to his house. I'm guessing this is the first floor, which is looking pretty good, and who knows in the future what he's going to build. He's got land markers going on. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. He's got his resources pumping out, and I want to give everybody room to kind of like stretch and grow. So for a bit of a twist this time, I went and found myself an island to start on, and this is purely just going to be my starting base. And so I'm off to approximately minus 850 plus 800, and that's where my island is. And I like my island because it's mine. And I'm gonna change it to my fancy and my imagination. So we'll just bounce on over there. Okay, now here we are on the approach to the island that I claimed. And this complex has been like, let's say, 3 days of building. So I'll catch everybody up in future episodes. Right now it's just the transition, saying goodbye to the Bedrock world and hello to the Java world. So built myself a little boat as my starter house, and then a little dock house, manor house, port, what have you, starter base. And I'll show you the details on the next episode. But the bottom line is I've moved out to minus 850 plus 800, about 1,000 blocks away from the spawn point. And I will build my kingdom starting from here. Feels good. Something I did like about Java, got to customize my own skin there. Yeah. I hope you all like, because I like it. Anyway, more creative outlets. Oh, the world needs more art in all of its forms. So I'll just leave you with one last quote that I remember from the TV series Vikings, which I really enjoyed. I remember Ragnar Lothbrok and his son Bjorn. They were leaving their home shores for adventures in England, or their future life. And the kid kept looking back, and he was thinking about all of his friends and the people he knew and the life that was familiar to him that he was leaving behind. And his dad looks at him and says, "Why are you looking that direction? That's not the direction we're going." And with that, they put their eyes forward and found their adventure and carved out their piece of the world. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again on the next episode. Bye bye.